global vampire lies unmasking ancient bloodsuckers. Forget capes and castles. The vampire you think you know? It's a shadow, a carefully crafted whisper, almost like a magician's flashy distraction designed to pull your focus from a truth that's far more ancient and, frankly, far more terrifying. For centuries, in every corner of the world, something has been feeding in the darkness. Dracula, the lie we all know. For most of us, vampire means Bram Stoker's Dracula. Published in 1897, his novel became the vampire blueprint, drawing from Eastern European folklore. But this popular, almost romantic image, compelling as it is, pulled a veil over a vast, incredibly varied world of older bloodsuckers and soul-eaters. Dracula became a convenient fiction, like the famous frontman of a band, hiding the diverse and deeper influences behind him. The fear of the life-draining undead is a primal, global thing. He's just the tip of a very old, very blood-soaked iceberg. Echoes from the ancient world. Before Dracula walked the earth. Long before vampire was a common word, tales of life-draining beings were ancient. Civilizations like Mesopotamia, Greece, and Rome had demonic beings with vampiric traits. Think of Greece's child-devouring Lamia or the Empusa, feasting on flesh and blood. These weren't undead as we picture them, but more like early chilling sketches of that fear, the first drafts of a terror that would prey on vitality. The first written reference to a creature we might recognize, the umpire, appeared in Old Russian around AD 1047, describing a dangerous spiritual entity, an ancient ancestor in the vampire family tree. The soul eaters and energy drainers of Asia heading east. Asia's vampire myths often focus on stealing life force, or kuai, not just blood. If Dracula is a connoisseur of blood, these entities are more like insidious thieves of your very life battery. China's Jiangshi, a hopping vampire in Qing dynasty attire, absorbs life essence, a far cry from any suave European count. Malaysia's Penanggalan is, by day, a woman, Africa's terrifying fanged fiends. Across Africa, the vampire takes terrifying forms, tangled with witchcraft and nature. Ghana's Asanbossum, with iron teeth and hooked feet, lives in trees, snagging victims much like a monstrous arboreal anglerfish. South Africa's Impundulu, or lightning bird, can summon storms, is often a witch's familiar with an insatiable thirst for blood, and might seduce victims as a handsome man, a shape-shifting chameleon of terror. These legends speak of worlds where the lines between human, animal, and supernatural are terrifyingly thin. Europe's spectral shadows, beyond Transylvania, peeling back Stoker's romanticism in Europe, the original vampire was different. If Stoker's creation was a polished Hollywood production, these were the raw, found-footage horror films of their day. Early Slavic folklore depicted ghost-like entities linked to disease, often bloated with dark skin, not pale seducers. Greece's Vrikolikas, risen from an improper burial or sacrilegious life, might eat flesh, especially livers, or spread plague just by appearing, acting like a walking supernatural biohazard. These myths show anxieties about the restless dead, bringing community-wide disaster. The persistent shadowy truth, unmasking universal fears. Why are there similar monsters across cultures, separated by oceans and centuries? They reflect shared human fears, unnatural death, bodily decay, and corrupted spirits lingering. Before germ theory, what else explained sudden plagues but supernatural predators? Vampires became scapegoats for the inexplicable, for illnesses for exploitation. The Asan Bosam, the Penanggalan, the Vrikalakas, they are all different masks worn by the same terrifying actor, our collective dread, unmasking the shadows of our minds. From Asia's soul eaters to Africa's iron-toothed demons and Europe's spectral entities, the vampire is more than a literary invention. It's a primal nightmare figure, born from our deepest anxieties, like a dark mirror reflecting our fears at us. The names and forms change, but that core terror remains remarkably consistent. What local vampire legends have been passed down in your community? Share your stories in the comments below. If you want to explore more forgotten myths, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. The shadows are deep, and they have many more stories to tell.